So this is something I think that we can all agree on, right? We are addicted to our smartphones.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Recent studies have come out that we use our smartphones for about 4 hours a day, which is kind of bonkers. It's like a part-time job, right? And 2019 is actually the first year in which the amount of time Americans spend on screens like computers and phones is actually going to surpass the amount of time we spend watching TV, which has held that first place spot for quite a long time, right? So what's challenging about it though is that time looking at a screen equals money for a lot of these app creators, game creators, things like that. And so as the apps that we get, they become more addictive, they become more exciting. All of a sudden, we've got this experience where we don't even want to put the phone down even for a moment, even if we're out to dinner with our friends, even if we want to, we're getting ready to go to bed at night. And so it's started to become an issue where it's really impacting people's sleep. It's beginning to disrupt people's circadian rhythm to where they go to bed and they're actually not getting a very good night's sleep. And we've all seen at restaurants a group of people seated around a table and everybody's on their phones, but people are actually using their phones in the showers? Yeah, there's some crazy stats that have been coming out. About 20% of people use their smartphones in the bedroom during intimate time. You've got about 13% of people who are using their smartphone. Like checking their email? I don't know. That or perhaps some other activities. I know there weren't more details available at the time. But,
okay. Let your mind just take it.
Okay. Yeah. I think another big statistic is that 50% of people reported that if they were to leave their phone at home just to go and run one errand, just one errand, even to go get a coffee or something, they would feel a heightened sense of anxiety. Yeah. A heightened sense of FOMO, right? We're just used to having it attached to us all day long. The proximity to our phone, our ability to, have any information available with just a few taps of our finger. And so as a result of that, we have a hard time detaching from that. And 100%. Some pretty insane statistics. For me, it's a safety thing. Like, Mom, do not leave home without your phone. I want to be able to find you. What are some of the items you've brought today? These are some pretty cool looking glasses. Yeah. So one of the reasons that devices disrupt your sleep patterns is because the screens have a lot of blue light. Right. And so the blue light, it doesn't impact your eye health in any way, but blue light is very similar to daylight. So what your brain thinks is that, oh, I've got some daylight shining on me right now. Let's hold off on, on producing melatonin. Let's hold off on shutting down for the day. Apparently it's light outside. And so there are more products coming out onto the market that will block that blue light, such as these extremely stylish blue light blocking glasses, available in a few different frame options. There's a variety of these on the market, but if you find that you're someone who perhaps needs to be, helping with your kids' homework at night, or something, you're not going to not be on the screen at night. And so trying to find some sort of solution where you don't have that blue light in front of you so much, especially in the evenings, can help to really cut down on how much it's disrupting your sleep cycle.
And it's really interesting when I think about my kids, they're doing a lot of their schoolwork
on a device.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, I can see how I don't really pay attention to the sleeping getting all out of whack. Okay, what is this thing?
Yeah, well, a lot of people immediately associate blue light with bad, and that's not particularly the case. It's just, again, it's similar to daylight. So if you see a lot of blue light at night, you're going to be really awake. But for some people, they're actually using blue light for good. They're using it first thing in the morning. So this is what's called a therapy lamp.
Okay.
And so, you turn it on in the morning, get excited if you get up before the sun comes up. You can have this blasting in your face for 20 to 30 minutes in the mornings. But from a therapeutic perspective, people have noticed that they have more energy, their body gets up and running quicker, and it actually has been shown that it's similar in terms of an energy jolt to drinking a cup of coffee.
Very interesting.
So, yeah.
And that actually works. Like, you would have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes in front of that lamp in the morning?
Well, again, the body responds to this this wavelength, right? The blue light, it responds to it like it's daylight.
Like it's daylight.
Okay, we got to get ready to go. We got to get ready to get up and start the day. One of the best things you can do if you're someone that looks at screens all throughout the day, just go outside for 10 minutes during lunch. And you're going to get some of that natural light, and it's going to give you this jolt of energy. So if people have an unusual schedule, say you've got to get up really early in the morning for work or whatever, then you can use this lamp for that as well.
What about the settings on smartphones and devices that sort of help you avoid the blue light? Like your screen can go orange, or you say there's a plug-in that we can use?
Yep, there's a plug-in that I swear by. It's called Flux, and what it can do, rather than wearing these glasses, say if you're at Starbucks or something and trying to get your homework done, you can use this plug-in and it will actually orange out your screen if you are doing work in the evening. And what's really cool about it is that it can line up with whenever sunrise and sunset is in your particular time zone.
Oh.
So let's say maybe you're doing some work online from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's going to get more orange and more dim as you go on. So if you're like me and you have a hard time cutting yourself off,
right,
and it's almost going to get kind of boring because it's going to just continue to dim and continue to orange out as you get further into the night.
And very quickly, we're out of time, but people using this Face app, you say there's a way to go into those privacy settings.
Yes, Face app, it's been all the rage. If you go into the privacy settings on the app, you go into a section called Report a Bug, and then you just type in the word privacy. People have been concerned about like, oh,
be on everything.
I looked really great when I was old, but now I want to wipe that photo. Then you can just go in, type the word privacy, and they'll wipe all your data for you.
Oh, perfect.
Nick Wolny, thanks so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Houston Life will be right back.